Hey, everybody.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage on the air. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded a few yards in here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. For the Colts, he, of course, made 15 starts in Andrew Luck's absence 2 years ago. Not much required of him last year. He threw just 4 passes total. But that experience as a starter, very valuable in this learning process. Here's Brissett. Ellington has it, middle of the field. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
I got you. I got you.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The numbers from last week for Hilton, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brissett now. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touch. And it's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. Leading them out, their 6-year quarterback, hailing from Fresno State, that's Derek Carr.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 15 carries, 57 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10 yards. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. On first down, Richard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd that could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. And they go play action here on 1st down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. It was Justin Houston who got him down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. That's going to be caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. It's complete to Grant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr, he'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will tie things at 17 all. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
Let's go. Do it.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Get him, boy.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Brissett, that's complete, right around the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that. Tight end, that's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Carr. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Raiders on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go again now. Mike, check, 59.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball, but when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw his Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down now, Richard. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, It's Jacobs, and he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Steps away, and the pressure gets to him again.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
53 is the mic. Come on. You better bring it. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to go down. down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. K.J. Wright coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Carr now on 3rd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
On 1st down, Mack. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Running is Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Carr now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Carr completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We got this.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brissett. Funches with a catch over the middle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Brissett. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And that is incomplete contact. Brings up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down. Jacobs, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on